Arcade Heroes.
When I was asked what the most innovative game at IAPA 2024 was, this is the title that I was mentioning all week long. Chef It Up by a newcomer, a husband and wife team out of Australia called MonkeySplash Studios. Now, to be fair, unfortunately, this game is not intuitive in the way where you know exactly what you're doing, say with a light gun game or a driving game. It does need an explanation for it. Currently they have this tutorial, but they were talking about having some other things, changing the cabinet, so as I put here on the disclaimer below, do not judge this as the final product. One of the things that I hope they could put in there is maybe have the tutorial be a dynamic, fluid sort of thing that works where you have, say, an Iron Chef or a Gordon Ramsay look-alike who's kind of guiding you through it, also nudging you and maybe prodding you sometimes with some taunts, depending on how your performance is. But each station on this cabinet has a different setup and different purpose. The one you just saw a moment ago was the pantry, where you need to pick out the ingredients that match with what the request is from the customer. Then you go to the prep cook, where you either have to blend or you have to chop the ingredient depending upon what it is. And so you have to pick that using the buttons, and then you use the large button for the blending by holding it down, or the chopping by tapping it. Then you go to the cook station, where you have these actual dials that are like oven dials, and then you have to change them to the appropriate setting, whether it's fry, oven, cooking in a pan, and so there's 4 different settings, I believe it is. Yeah, the oven, the pan frying, stir frying, perhaps, I guess pan, and deep frying, and the other one there, sorry. But you have to do that, and then you get to the service station, where I know my camera was a little too close to see it there for a second, but you grab the ingredients, put them on the plate, and then you hit an actual dinner bell to plate it, and there you go. That is the order, and it's served. And so that is how it is in single player, and this was the first time that I was playing by myself, and so you just, when you're playing single player, you have to go around to each station. Now, this works for 2 players, this works for 4 players. It's probably most fun in 4 players. Also, once everybody knows what they're doing, they can really get the flow for things. And there's one of the creators, they were both dressed up as chefs, which was, and there's his wife. So it's a lot of fun. Like I said, it just takes a little bit of learning. There is a learning curve there. Some ideas, like I said, that I think would be nice would be to have have a virtual chef kind of guiding you through as the head chef of the kitchen, but also playing it with somebody else helps too. But yeah, this game, it is fun. Once you know what you're doing, it's a lot of fun to go through that, and it can get really hectic when you choose one of the higher difficulties where you have to do multiple orders at the same time instead of doing just one. When you finish, you get a receipt that shows what your score is. Obviously, I didn't do very much there. It wasn't as fast as I probably would be if I wasn't holding a camera. Here, Heidi and Vanessa give us a tour, so to speak, showing off how to play the game with 2 players, and then you'll see how it goes with 4. I hope this comes out in 2025. I don't know how much more development they have to put into it. Another idea I was having was changing the displays, having less bezel space, maybe larger screens, or even using an LED, wraparound LED, micro LED sort of display could be cool too. But otherwise, again, hopefully this gets some widespread coverage out there. They find somebody to manufacture, or they're able to manufacture it themselves and bring something that's different to the arcade scene, because that's one of those things we constantly are complaining about, the lack of innovation out there. This one is certainly innovative, as well, there've been food-based arcade games before, like Burger Time is probably the one that comes to most people's minds. That's just, they're kind of limited in what you do. And this one, it's kind of like Overcooked, but more fun, less frustrating than Overcooked is, in my humble opinion. And so, really looking forward to this. But I'll let you keep on watching here, and thank you for checking this out, and stay tuned for more from IAPA 2024.